Hello storyboarders, my name is Eric and today I'm going to show you how to make a multiplication worksheet using one of Storyboard that's pre-made templates. So let's get started. Now first we are going to pick out a template that we like. Now we have a lot of great options, but I think I like this first one with the robots. Computers are notoriously good at math, so I feel like this is a good place to start. All right, we're going to click the copy template button below, and this will bring us directly into the Storyboard Creator, which will then prompt us to give our template a name. Now you can name your template whatever you would like. I'm just going to call mine template 1 and click continue. Alright, now it's time for us to customize our template. This is where we get to add characters, items, update the text, make any changes that we want to. So first I would like to add a character. If we go up to our characters menu, we can choose any one of these options in one of these categories. Now we do have these two little robots here, but I think I'd like to add a bigger robot. So if we go into our monsters and myths category, we should have a robot. Here we go. Let's drag this robot down. And now we get to customize. This is where we get to update facial expressions, poses, change colors, whatever it is we would like to do. So let's make our robot happy. And maybe change the angle of their head. And there we go. When we're all set, just click update pose. And there's our robot. Now we can move them anywhere we would like in our storyboard as well as resize them. All you have to do is drag the corner of the image and there we go. Alright, now next is items. Now you can search in the items menu up top and go through any one of these great categories, but if there's something specific that you want, all you have to do is search for it in the upper right hand search menu. Now we have a few robots, but let's see if there's any more robots for us. Alright, we got a few robots here. Let's go with this turkey. I think that's really fun. So just like her character, we just drag and drop into our storyboard. And let's go over to our image options and see what we have. Alright, we have an extra pose for our turkey with their wing out. So let's go with that. Click update image and we're all set. Now they're a little big and I'd like to flip them. So let's scale them down. I think that should be okay. A little bit smaller. And I like to flip them. So if we go to our right hand menu, you can see in rotate, we can click this button and there we go. Alright, now next is the background image. Now we only have this nice simple border, but there's no color. So I'd like to put in a little bit of color and maybe let's just remove this border here. So to remove it, let's just select our item and delete. Alright, now let's add just a light green background to fill this whole frame. So if we go up to our scenes, I'm going to go over to patterns and find a color that I like. Now, if you don't see anything that you like immediately, just simply choose any one of these and you should be able to edit the color. So let's start with this darker green and then we can change it. So just drag and drop into our storyboard. And if we go to our right hand menu, we're going to click stretch to fill. And then we're going to click this one right here. So this way the green will fill the entire frame and we don't have to stretch anything manually. Click OK. And now we have our scene in place. So let's send this all the way back so we can see our text and what we're working with in our template. So just click send to back. All right, now that is a little harsh on that red. So red and green are complementary colors, but these must be about the same value, which is a little jarring on the eyes. So let's make this much lighter. So we have these pre-selected colors here, which are nice, but I'd like this to be custom. So if we click this little box here, we can actually select any color we would like. So I feel like the screen is still a little harsh, so let's cool it down and make it a little bit more blue. Oh, come back here. Let's change that. Bring this down a little bit. Bring our lightness up. It can be a little bit more blue, I think. All right, I think that looks pretty good. So when you have the color you like, just click choose. All right, and there we go. Now we have these other items here, our multiply symbol and our equal. And I'd like to change those. The red is okay, but it's a little dark. So if we select our item, we can go over to our right hand menu and select any one of these pre-selected colors. I like this one here. And I'd like to change these other ones. Now I could go in and manually change it one by one, or I could just copy this one I've already changed. So let's select copy and just reposition this. And let's in fact have it off that red just a little bit. I think that looks kind of fun. It's like it has its own drop shadow. So let's do that again. Let's select 2 at a time and copy. Then it copies 2 at a time. So this really saves us time and some effort. So just line them up however you would like. Doesn't need to be perfect, just to get the point across. And I think that's kind of neat. All right, now last but not least is text. Now you can edit any of the pre-existing text boxes. All you have to do is select one and you can put in your own words. So let's call this multiply test. All right, now I think that looks okay, but I'd like to change the font and maybe change the font size. So to do that, just highlight what you would like to change and go over to your text editor and select a new font. I'm going to go with something nice and clean and simple. I think this one here looks pretty good, and we can bring that up a little bit in size. So let's go with 54. All right, I think that's fine. Now with our pre-selected text boxes, you can actually customize them just like your items. So just select your text box, and if we go to our right-hand menu, we have a few color options. So let's see what we have. All right, I think that green, I like the idea of the green, but that's a little too harsh. So let's customize that color. Let's bring this over. Oh, come back here. That keeps jumping around on me. All right, so let's select that again, and let's change that to maybe be a little bit lighter. Click choose. All right, and there we go. Now this red here is not my favorite, so let's change this as well. I think maybe having a really bright green would be nice. So, all right, I think that's pretty good. Now, when you're all done making the changes to your template, all you have to do is click the orange Save and Exit button in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And that is how you make a multiplication worksheet using Storyboard That. Thanks for watching, and happy storyboarding.